Welcome to US Numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare state quarter dollar coins, those ordinary-looking coins that could actually be worth a fortune. From minting errors to low mintage surprises, these hidden gems might be sitting in your pocket right now. Stay tuned as we uncover the most valuable state quarters that every collector should know about. Top 1 today, we're diving deep into the stunning world of American coinage. And trust me, you won't want to miss a second of this. We're about to uncover the secrets behind one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable coins in the United States Quarter Series, the 2014 Arches National Park Quarter. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but it holds a world of mystery, beauty, and in some cases, serious money. So grab your magnifying glasses, hold on to your coin tubes, and let's explore the amazing story behind the 2014 Arches Quarter, a coin that has caught the attention of collectors all over the world. Now, let's talk about what this coin is and why it stands out. The Arches Quarter was released in 2014 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This series was designed to showcase the breathtaking beauty of the United States, and the Arches National Park Quarter does exactly that. It celebrates the iconic natural sandstone arch known as Delicate Arch in Utah's Arches National Park, a place filled with incredible rock formations, dramatic landscapes, and ancient history. The front side, or obverse, features the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first U.S. president. But it's the reverse side, the back of the coin, that steals the show. This side displays the stunning Delicate Arch standing proudly against a mountainous backdrop, with the words Arches, Utah, and the year 2014 encircling the design. This isn't just a piece of metal. It's a miniature work of art. But here's where things get exciting. Not every Arches Quarter is created equal. While millions of these coins were minted for circulation, there are some rare versions that never made it into your average pocket change. We're talking about quarters with unusual minting errors, rare finishes, and hidden details that most people overlook. These rare pieces are the ones collectors go crazy for. Let's dig into the types of errors and unique features that make this coin so desirable. First, there are double die errors, where parts of the design, like the letters or the arch itself, appear slightly doubled. This happens when the die strikes the coin more than once in a misaligned way. It might not seem like a big deal, but to a trained eye, it's like discovering a hidden treasure. Then there are off-center strikes, where the entire design is shifted to one side of the coin. These mistakes usually happen when the blank coin, or planchet, isn't lined up properly during minting. The result? A highly collectible coin that's worth far more than face value. Some Arches Quarters also feature clipped planchets or die cracks, both of which are manufacturing defects that collectors love. These types of coins are considered rare because the U.S. Mint holds high standards, and flawed coins are usually caught and destroyed. When one slips through the cracks, it becomes a prized possession. Even more intriguing are proof versions of this coin, specially minted for collectors with a mirror-like finish and razor-sharp detail. A proof Arches Quarter with an error is like striking gold in the world of coin collecting. So, why does this matter to you? Because if you happen to come across one of these rare 2014 Arches Quarters in your collection, or in a pile of change, you could be sitting on something truly valuable. Coin collectors worldwide are always searching for the next great discovery, and this coin has everything it takes to be a star: beauty, history, symbolism, and scarcity. The demand for rare error coins has skyrocketed in recent years, with social media and online auctions making it easier than ever to buy and sell rare coins. Prices have climbed to unbelievable heights. And when it comes to the Arches Quarter, there are already verified examples selling for hundreds, thousands, and in one jaw-dropping case, much more. Now for the moment that will make your heart skip a beat. A rare 2014 Arches National Park Quarter Dollar with a unique and highly unusual mint error in pristine uncirculated condition has been valued at an astonishing $79,000. Yes, you heard that right, $79,000 for a single quarter. That's the kind of discovery that turns a casual coin collector into a full-blown enthusiast overnight. So, check your change, look through your old coin rolls, and search those dusty drawers. You never know. You could be holding one of these rare gems without even realizing it. If you love coins, if you love history, or if you simply love the thrill of the hunt, the Arches Quarter is one to keep your eyes on. Top 2, we're uncovering the incredible story behind a tiny coin with a massive secret, the 2008 Arizona State Quarter. Don't be fooled by its size or its everyday appearance. This coin might just be sitting in your pocket, purse, or that old jar of change you haven't looked through in years, and it could be hiding a surprise that's worth far more than 25 cents. Now, before we jump into the exciting part, just how much this coin can be worth, let's set the stage. In 2008, the U.S. Mint released the Arizona Quarter as part of the hugely successful 50 State Quarters program. This program celebrated each state with its own unique design, and Arizona's coin did not disappoint. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see the majestic Grand Canyon stretching across the background with the powerful image of a towering saguaro cactus in the foreground. This visual pairing symbolizes the natural beauty and rugged spirit of the Grand Canyon state, with Arizona proudly engraved above in 1912 marking the year of statehood. It's more than a coin. It's a tribute to one of the most stunning landscapes in the United States. But here's where things get really interesting. While millions of these quarters were produced for everyday use, not all of them were struck perfectly. In fact, a small number of Arizona quarters came off the minting press with very specific errors, and these errors are what can turn a regular coin into a collector's jackpot. Let's talk about one of the most fascinating of these errors, one that's come to be known by collectors as the extra cactus leaf error. At first glance, everything might seem normal, but take a closer look near the lower right of the saguaro cactus. You may notice what appears to be an extra branch or leaf that doesn't belong there. This is not part of the original design. It's a die chip, an error that occurs when a piece of the die breaks off, leaving behind an unintentional raised area on the coin. This small flaw might seem like nothing, but in the world of numismatics, it's a big deal. Why? Because it makes the coin different from the millions of others just like it. It's a rare mistake, and when rarity meets demand, you've got the perfect storm for value. But that's not the only possible error. Some Arizona quarters have been found with double die strikes, where the design elements, such as the letters or edges of the Grand Canyon, appear doubled. This kind of error is usually the result of a misalignment during the minting process and is highly sought after by error coin collectors. There are also examples of off-center strikes, where the image on the coin is shifted to one side. These can range from minor to dramatic, and the more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin can become. And let's not forget planchet errors, coins struck on defective or incorrect metal blanks. These mistakes are incredibly rare, but when found on a state quarter like Arizona's, they can attract huge attention. Now here's where the condition of the coin comes into play. If you're lucky enough to have a 2008 Arizona quarter with one of these rare errors, its value depends heavily on its grade. Coins that are in mint state, especially those that have never been circulated, are worth much more than worn, everyday versions. A clean, shiny, error coin kept in a protective case could be hiding a small fortune. Collectors are drawn to coins like this not just for their rarity, but because they tell a story about the minting process, about the imperfections that make something truly unique, and about the thrill of discovering value where most people see only spare change. So here's the million-dollar question, or should I say, the $69,000 question. What's the value of one of these rare 2008 Arizona quarters? Well, if you have one of these elusive coins with a clear extra cactus leaf error, in pristine, uncirculated condition, verified by grading professionals and sought after by top collectors, you could be holding a coin worth a jaw-dropping $69,000. That's right, $69,000 for one quarter. Now take a moment and let that sink in. A coin that's often overlooked, passed from hand to hand without a second thought, could be the key to unlocking unexpected wealth. This is why collectors never stop looking. This is why we check every coin, study every detail, and treat even the smallest coin like it could hold a big secret. So go ahead, dig through your coin jars, check your drawers, and inspect those quarters. Look closely at your 2008 Arizona quarters. That little detail, that barely visible error, could make all the difference. Top 3, we're heading down south to shine a spotlight on a coin that's often overlooked, but in some rare cases, it's worth far more than you'd ever expect. That's right, we're talking about the 2003 Arkansas State Quarter from the United States of America. What looks like an ordinary 25-cent coin could actually be a rare treasure hiding in plain sight. Now, if you're new to coin collecting or even if you're a seasoned enthusiast, you'll know the thrill that comes from finding a rare or error coin. And let me tell you, The 2003 Arkansas Quarter is one you're going to want to look out for. This coin is part of the 50 State Quarters program, one of the most ambitious and beloved coin series ever released by the U.S. Mint. Each coin featured a unique design representing one of the 50 states, and Arkansas had its moment to shine in 2003. Let's take a closer look at the design of this beautiful coin. On the reverse side, you'll find a majestic depiction of the Arkansas landscape. There's a soaring mallard duck flying above a lake, tall pine trees in the background, and stalks of rice in the foreground. It all comes together with a stunning diamond right in the center, because Arkansas is home to the only public diamond mine in the United States. This combination of natural beauty and valuable resources perfectly captures the spirit of the natural state. But as gorgeous as this design is, it's not just the artwork that makes the Arkansas Quarter so special. Some of these coins were struck with extremely rare minting errors, and that's where things get exciting. In the world of coin collecting, errors are like hidden treasures. They're accidental, unintentional, and rare, which is exactly why collectors are willing to pay big bucks for them. So, what kind of errors should you be looking for on the Arkansas Quarter? Let's break it down. Point one of the most valuable versions of this coin features what collectors call a double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, causing elements of the design to appear slightly doubled. On the Arkansas Quarter, this doubling is most often seen in the word Arkansas at the top or in the fine details of the rice stalks and the diamond. The doubling can be subtle or dramatic, but either way, it adds major value to the coin. Another known issue is the die chip error, where excess metal appears on the coin due to a break or damage in the die. On the Arkansas Quarter, these chips sometimes show up near the beak of the duck, along the wings, or in the lake area. These tiny bumps or blobs might seem like imperfections, but in reality, they make the coin more unique, and collectors love that. There are also reports of off-center strikes, where the image on the coin is misaligned and shifted to one side. The more dramatic the shift, the more valuable the coin becomes. A perfectly centered coin might be beautiful, but an off-center coin with visible details and dates is what excites collectors and investors alike. Then there are coins struck on the wrong metal planchet, a rare but incredibly valuable error. These planchet errors happen when a quarter is accidentally struck on a blank intended for a different denomination or even a different country. If you ever come across an Arkansas quarter that seems lighter, thinner, or just sounds different when dropped, you might want to have it checked out by a professional grader. But let's not forget, condition matters. A coin with an error is valuable, but if it's also in uncirculated or mint state condition, that value goes way up. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, never exposed to the wear and tear of daily use, are the crown jewels of any collection. Glossy surfaces, sharp edges, and well-preserved details are what collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. So why does all of this matter? Because coins like the 2003 Arkansas Quarter with rare errors and top-tier condition are not just collectibles, they're investments. They tell a story. They hold history. And in some rare cases, they hold shocking value. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. A rare 2003 Arkansas State Quarter, featuring a visible double die error, preserved in mint state condition, and certified by professional grading experts, has been valued by collectors and auction houses at a staggering $89,000. Yes, you heard that right. $89,000. For one quarter. It's stories like these that keep collectors hunting, coin lovers searching through their change, and treasure seekers checking every jar, wallet, and drawer in their homes. Who knows? You might already have one of these rare Arkansas quarters sitting in your pocket right now, just waiting to be discovered. Top 4, we're talking about the 2006 Colorado State Quarter. It might look like just another state coin at first glance, but hold on tight, because there are versions of this quarter that are so rare, so unique, and so valuable that they've sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Now, for those of you who are new to coin collecting, or even if you've been in the game for years, this is the kind of story that reminds us all why we keep searching through change jars, old wallets, and dusty drawers. Because every now and then, a coin like the Colorado Quarter comes along, and it's not just a piece of metal, it's a slice of American history, a work of art, and sometimes, a ticket to a small fortune. Let's start with the design. The reverse side of the 2006 Colorado Quarter features one of the most breathtaking scenes in the entire 50 State Quarters series. You'll see the majestic Rocky Mountains rising high in the background, with dense evergreen forest below, and the words "Colorful Colorado" engraved proudly. It's a tribute to the natural wonder, strength, and rugged beauty of the Centennial State. Above the image is the year Colorado joined the Union, 1876, and the year of the coin's release, 2006, at the bottom. But here's the kicker. It's not just the design that makes this coin special. It's the extremely rare errors and variations that were accidentally produced by the U.S. Mint, errors that transformed ordinary coins into extremely desirable collector's items. And if you have one of these rare Colorado quarters, you could be holding something worth far more than 25 cents. Let's dive into some of the most valuable and exciting errors that have been found on the 2006 Colorado quarter. One of the most famous is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once during the minting process, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. On the Colorado quarter, this can appear in the lettering, like the word Colorado or the phrase e pluribus unum, where you may see a shadow-like effect. It may sound like a subtle mistake, but for collectors, these doubled features are pure gold. Another highly sought-after error is the clipped planchet. That's when a portion of the coin is literally missing because the blank metal disc was improperly cut before minting. These quarters have a distinctive curved edge or bite taken out of them. While these kinds of errors are rare across all coins, finding one on a state quarter, especially in good condition, is even rarer, and that boosts its value tremendously. There's also the die break error, often referred to as a cud. This looks like a raised, unintentional blob of metal somewhere on the coin, usually along the rim or over a design feature. It's caused by a crack or break in the die, and when it shows up on coins like the Colorado quarter, collectors go wild for them. Some collectors have even discovered off-center strikes on this quarter. That's when the design is printed off to one side, leaving a blank crescent of metal on the other. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes, especially if the date and major details are still visible. And here's something that makes it even more exciting. Most people have no idea these errors exist. That means the chances of someone casually spinning a valuable error coin without realizing it are surprisingly high. So every Colorado quarter you come across deserves a second look. Check the edges, inspect the text, study the mountain lines. You never know what you might find. Now, let's talk condition. A rare coin is one thing, but a rare coin in mint state, meaning it looks just as sharp and shiny as the day it was struck, is a whole different level. Coins that are graded by professionals, certified, and sealed in protective holders fetch the highest prices at auction. And when a rare error is combined with mint condition, that's where the real value explodes. So, you might be wondering, what's the most that one of these coins has ever sold for? Well, brace yourself, because the highest known sale of a rare error 2006 Colorado quarter, in perfect uncirculated condition and verified by top coin grading authorities, was an incredible $99,000. Yes, you heard that right. $99,000. For one single quarter. That's the magic of coin collecting. Something that might seem ordinary at first can turn out to be absolutely extraordinary. That's why collectors are always on the hunt, always inspecting their change, always chasing that next big discovery. Because it only takes one rare find to change everything. So go ahead, check your wallets, your purses, your coin jars. Take a close look at your 2006 Colorado quarters. What may seem like just another state coin could turn out to be a life-changing discovery. Top 5. We're taking a journey back to the very beginning of one of the most popular U.S. coin programs in history, the 50 state quarters, and we're spotlighting a coin that collectors are absolutely obsessed with, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter. Now, don't let its age fool you. While this coin might seem like just another piece of change, some rare versions of this quarter are anything but common. In fact, there are a few out there that could fetch a price you'd never expect. And yes, we're going to reveal that surprising value at the end of this video. So stay with me, because if you love rare finds and stories hidden in small places, this is one you won't want to miss. Let's start with the beauty of the coin itself. The Connecticut Quarter was the fifth coin released in the 50 State Quarters program, and it debuted in 1999, the very first year of this groundbreaking series. On the reverse, you'll find an intricate and powerful image, the famous charter oak, an ancient white oak tree that became a legendary symbol of American freedom. According to history, Connecticut's royal charter was hidden inside this tree in the late 1600s to keep it safe from the British governor's attempt to revoke it. So, the image of the charter oak isn't just decorative, it's deeply meaningful, with its gnarled branches stretching outward, finely detailed bark texture, and the bold inscription, the charter oak. This design captured the imagination of collectors and history lovers alike. But here's where things get really interesting. Not every Connecticut quarter was struck perfectly. And those tiny mistakes? They've turned a handful of these coins into incredibly valuable collector's items. Let's talk about coin errors. Those unintentional minting mistakes that make certain coins extremely rare and highly sought after. There are several types of known errors that have been found on 1999 Connecticut quarters. And if you're lucky enough to spot one, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth far more than 25 cents. One of the most valuable errors on this quarter is the double die. When a coin is struck more than once with slight misalignment, you get a doubling effect, most commonly seen in the tree's branches, the word Connecticut, or even in the numbers of the date. At first glance, it may not be obvious, but once spotted, it makes the coin stand out in the collector world like a beacon. Then there's the off-center strike, another exciting error. These coins were misaligned during the minting process, resulting in a design that appears shifted or incomplete. The more off-center the design, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes, especially if the date and key features are still visible. Another highly collectible mistake is the clipped planchet, where a piece of the coin is literally missing due to an error in the blank cutting process. These coins have a distinctive crescent-shaped chunk taken out of the edge, making them immediately noticeable and incredibly rare. And let's not forget about die cracks and cuts, tiny or large raised areas where the metal has filled in a crack or broken area of the minting die. On the Connecticut quarter, these errors sometimes show up along the rim or across the branches of the charter oak, adding texture that was never meant to be there, and adding serious value at the same time. But it's not just about the error. Condition matters a lot. If you find a Connecticut quarter with a known error and it's in mint state condition, meaning it's never been circulated and retains its original luster and detail, you've got a serious winner. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC certify and grade these coins, and when a rare error coin is combined with a high grade, the price can skyrocket. Collectors love these early state quarters not only for their symbolism, but also because they mark the beginning of a coin series that reignited interest in numismatics across America. And because it was the first year of release, many people save them, but very few save the error coins. That's what makes them so incredibly rare today. So, what's the highest value ever recorded for a 1999 Connecticut quarter with rare errors and in pristine, uncirculated condition? Are you ready? One of these incredibly rare error coins, professionally graded and cherished by collectors for its perfect state and striking uniqueness, has been valued at an unbelievable $95,000. That's right, $95,000. For one quarter. It just goes to show, there's hidden treasure all around us. In your drawers, in your pockets, in your old piggy banks, there might be a rare coin waiting to be discovered. The next time you come across a 1999 Connecticut quarter, take a closer look. Check the details. Look for doubling, off-center designs, or strange edges. You never know what you might find. And if you love hearing stories like this, stories of history, mystery, and money all wrapped up in small circles of metal, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another rare coin discovery. Thanks for watching, keep your eyes sharp, and until next time, happy hunting, and may your change always bring you a little fortune.